Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. New week has started. It's busy already. Anyway, I hope it finds you all well. So we have a lot we want to accomplish, and we're going to do it in a very short period of time. Hey, Lisa. So exciting to see the room filled with so many people from so many different places, as is always the case here at the CFX presentation. Many more to join over the next few minutes. And if you're here as a guest for the very first time, a special welcome to you. We are going to accomplish a lot. The sentence that you see in the front of the screen right now, success in the global Forex market is only a few mouse clicks away. We're going to show you how that's possible. And we're even going to get those of you who are guests interacting with members that have been using this platform anywhere between a week or a month and a year from now. So this platform first launched in late July of 2019. So we'll talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about why this is perhaps a little bit different than a trading platform that you may have used in the past. What gives this staying power, why we're supremely confident that the technology that's being used will be valid, capable technology in a year from now, just as it is now, and there are specific reasons for that. And we're also going to talk a little bit about how they've made success in the global Forex marketplace just a few mouse clicks away, because Forex is tricky. It's challenging. It's absolutely immense. And there's a lot to know about trading Forex, which is the reason that this platform is growing so quickly, because most individuals that I know love the idea of pulling money out of the Forex market, but hate the idea of reading charts and learning how to trade the subtleties that are critically important in trading Forex effectively. And I understand. I completely understand that. I've been around Forex for many, many years now. I have many professional trader friends that do extremely well in the market, extremely well. And we'll talk about how well in just a couple of minutes. But I have zero interest, not even 1%, in learning how to trade for myself. I know how much work it is. I know how many hours my friends spend glued to computer screens. And that just does not suit my personality. I don't think that I would do well. But with a platform like this that I can run from my smartphone, I'm not going to tell you how much I've made in the last year with it, because that is not allowed in public presentations. But I'm extremely happy with the results that I've generated. And I know that many of you that are members are extremely happy with the results that you've generated. So we're going to play a short video for you. If your video camera's on, give me a thumbs up just to give an audio check as this video is playing. It's only 90 seconds long, but if you listen carefully to the dialogue in that video, it's really going to set the table for what we want to accomplish over the next, let's say, 35, 40 minutes.
This year, we are seeing the dream of financial freedom being pushed further and further away from millions of people. Record business closures and massive global layoffs are pushing people's budgets to the breaking point and having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to two of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made.
So there was a line in that video. It said, financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for themselves. And that's really what we're going to focus on talking about. Because ultimately, how you create financial security is secondary to creating financial security. I know most people don't care how they do it, as long as they can free themselves financially. Now, that said, I've been very fortunate. I've been involved in home-based business for most of my life. Of my adult working life, I've probably worked, I don't know, about half of it. I think being a bum is my natural state, so I naturally migrate to that. So when I find a project that's working for me, I work extremely hard for a period of time so that I can stop working entirely. And I'm going to show you exactly how I've done that over a number of years. And if that's something that's appropriate for you, that's great. If you love working hard, that's great too. Ultimately, though, what we want to help you do is create some financial security for yourself. Most importantly, so that when you go to bed, you have absolutely nothing legitimate to worry about. Everybody worries. We know that's a part of life. We just don't want to have anything substantial to worry about when it comes to finances, so that everything that you need, you have. Everything you need to pay is covered, and that's our goal for you. That's CFX global goal for all of its members as well. So we have two industries with which CFX has a significant footprint. One is the e-learning industry, and the other is the global forex market. So there's a couple of reasons why we focus in both of these. E-learning, of course, has really shoved itself to the forefront of our attention with this pandemic year, with more and more and more things being done in virtual environments, virtual classrooms, virtual offices, virtual visits, virtual meetings. Everything seems virtual these days. And of course, that has caused a huge spike in activity, but also awareness regarding e-learning and some of the e-learning platforms. And of course, one of the platforms we're on right now, Zoom, has done incredibly well through this period. Take a look at the last statistic, though, in the green box. 40 to 60% less learning time than in a classroom environment. Statistically, that's very, very interesting. 40 to 60%. So in other words, when you're studying any material and you're in an environment where you're in control, it's not a public space, you can learn 40 to 60% more effectively, or 40 to 60% more quickly. That's an amazing statistic to me. So that may have a significant impact on the amount of e-learning that is prescribed moving forward, even as COVID is under wraps and we no longer need to be concerned with being in public spaces. It will be very interesting to see what happens in the coming years. And then the global forex market. There's a very specific reason why we're talking about forex and we're not talking about cryptocurrency trading. We're not talking about arbitrage. We're not talking about many other very effective ways to make money. Very simply, and that is the size of the market. The $5.3 trillion Forex market. Now, I'm borrowing a statistic from a friend of mine who shared this with me not long ago. And he'd read an article that talked about the 2018, so a year before COVID started having an impact on our lives, global travel industry. So worldwide travel, statistically in the report that he had read, worldwide travel, that's every airlines, it's every tourist bus, that's every boat, every cruise, every plane, every hotel, anything related to travel, including over 318 million jobs. That total industry was about 8.8 trillion USD, 8.8 trillion for a full year of the world's travel revenue. That's only 1.5 days in the global forex market. That just gives you a bit of a sense of the immensity of the market we're talking about. Why is that important? Well, because CFX has been surging because of the effectiveness of its software, and we've seen our members eclipse 50,000 just recently. And so sometimes people are saying, well, is there still room for me in this platform, or are we starting to hit our ceiling? Well, we're nowhere close to hitting our ceiling. We're nowhere close to a limit of the money that we're going to be able to make for our members because of the massive size of the industry with which we operate. Now, some of the key attributes of the global forex market. First of all, this is the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. Participants include governments, central banks. Of course, every country has a central bank. They're heavily involved. The bank that you use is probably heavily involved in forex. A lot of people wonder, when I'm sending money from Vancouver, Canada to Munich, Germany, and it takes 5 days for that money to transfer, what the heck's going on? Why does it take 5 days? Well, that money is not just being dropped into an envelope and posted to Germany. That money is being used. It's making money for the bank while it's caught up and waiting for you to make those transfers. When Canadian banks, and I live in a very small country, 35 million people, well, when they show their quarterly earning reports, and they're all in the billions of dollars, they're not making that money from ATM fees and late charges. Okay, there's a lot of money that's made by banks in the global forex market. Multinational corporations, 19 million. Consider the size of this, 19 million retail traders. So these are part-time enthusiasts that trade from their laptops. 19 million of them around the world. Imagine all the money that's in all the brokerage accounts for 19 million people. And that money only represents about 5% of the daily volume in the global forex market. Okay. So historically proven to be recession proof. Well, we saw evidence of this in this COVID year, which is a curveball of curveballs. We still saw CFX members make money. In fact, for the benefit of our guests, those of you who are CFX members, you put a heck yeah or a 1 in the chat if you continued to be profitable in your CFX business all through our prime COVID tear area, which was February, March, April, and May. And let our guests see just how well you've done through that period. You can also leverage and compound in the global forex market, which is key. And this is a 5-day per week market. So not 7 days per week, weekends off. Critically important for your long-term sanity, having the weekends off. So core values, really, when we're talking about CFX, the purpose of the company is very simple. Now, behind the scenes, it's not so simple, but the purpose on paper, the mission statement, is to create a platform that members globally can use to facilitate successful trading in the global forex market. Now, this is members with no experience. So this is far easier said than done. There's an awful lot of work going on behind the scenes to make this possible. And we'll talk a bit about that in a couple of slides. The position of the company is very straightforward. We're focusing on technology they refer to as an EA or expert advisor, software that's used specifically to trade in the global forex market. And we'll talk more about that in a minute as well. But before we dive into those details, let's talk a bit about the principles. So Oscar Lopez, Edwin Abad, serial entrepreneurs, very, very successful individuals, and a number of people in this group have had an opportunity to speak with them face to face. Many more of you would have had an opportunity had this not been a COVID year, because we would have had the company's second annual event in Central America, very close to the Panama offices. In fact, you'll see some interior shots of those offices on our next slide. But most importantly, it's that we need to discuss very quickly is that everything that CFX does is done in-house. Nothing is farmed out or white labeled. And that's critically important to the operations, not only the operations, but also the core principle belief of the business owners. They want to be in total control of everything to do with their company. And that includes all trading technology and any other product that they manufacture for member use. In fact, behind the scenes, there are dozens and dozens of professional programmers, and they work out of an office in Canada, in Toronto, Canada, Canadian programmers and American programmers. So they're in the same time zone as the corporate offices for effectiveness, for efficiency. And these individuals are extremely experienced in doing everything from building out your back office that our members are using every single day, to building out the academy that all of you will be enjoying in coming months and years. And all of the trading technology, all of the support, etc., is all managed in-house. Corporate offices, these are artist renditions because we have not live pictures. Again, COVID caused a bit of a curveball. We were planning on this office opening late February, early March. In fact, I was going to fly down for the inaugural ribbon cutting ceremony of this. And of course, we've had to push that off. But I think we're getting very, very close now with the ports opened up again in this particular city to being able to start to plan that ribbon cutting ceremony. What's most important, though, this is going to be an open door policy for you as well. So anytime that you want to go down to this facility, you're welcome to do so. Now, if you want to meet the owners and some of the key principles of the company, you'll simply need to contact them and plan ahead and schedule your trip. But if you want to pop in, you're free to pop in. And that's one of the reasons, as we are able to start ramping up our corporate events again, We're probably always going to be picking tropical islands really close to Central America, close to Panama, so that when you come to this part of the world, part of your trip will be the CFX event. Maybe part of it's an extended vacation, but part of it can also include touring these facilities and having photographs and videos taken of yourself there as well. Now, CFX purchased these offices. So this is not a lease. This is a long-term investment in themselves and a long-term investment in us. 10,000 square foot facility. This was more than a 7-figure purchase. So more than $1 million. And I can't only imagine how much they're spending in decking the offices out. So they are making a very genuine and serious long-term investment in the platform. So this is the slide that probably has most people excited. And that's because this is really where the rubber meets the road. This is where trading happens. Now, I'm going to teach you just a little bit about how they're able to do what they're doing so successfully. First of all, as I said before, everything to do with trading is owned and operated by CFX. They're not paying any third-party companies to do this for them. Not that there's an issue with that, but if there were an issue, would CFX be in control? Of course not. They're using someone else's technology, someone else's expertise, someone else's algorithm. So don't forget, there would also be a significant cost. And that cost would end up who would pay for that cost? It would be us, whether it's through a rewards plan or some kind of service fee or user fee. Well, with everything done in-house by CFX staff, it allows them to manage all those things to perfection. And that's what we've seen. So the last sentence in the paragraph reads, our team of professionals has extensive experience in both Forex trading and EA design and management. And it's really the last line, that design and management, that's so critically important. There are thousands of EAs. CFX has not cornered the market on EAs. There will be thousands more in the future. Where CFX is really showing its expertise is how they constantly manage and maintain the EAs that they've developed. You can see that long-term, by having the same people that developed, programmed, designed that EA are the same people that are monitoring the results on a daily basis and making the adjustments needed to continue to allow it to perform at its highest level. That's what's allowing us to continue to earn. And that will never change because they're in control of that. Now, you've heard stories about EA 2.0. That's their next version that's getting ready for release. I know that many of you are excited because you've heard either Waskar or Edwin hint as to the kind of numbers that they're seeing in testing. What we'll say simply is that we certainly expect our daily gains to increase. But that integration is going to happen slowly, and it's going to happen over time. You'll never really notice it happening, except over a longer period of time as you see your trade results continue to rise. Now, Web TV, you can see the screen on the bottom, and that screen that has Euro Aussie dollars in the bottom right-hand side. It's got the green and yellow candlesticks. Web TV was something that was built so that when you're out having coffee with friends or you're visiting whomever, you can open your smartphone and in 30 seconds, you can be showing them live trades that you're participating in. So it's a marketing tool and nothing more, but it's a very effective marketing tool because if you look at the upper right corner and you see a little smiling face on MetaTrader 4, that tells you that's a live trade. That's a real trade where money is being made. Now, are these the actual cash accounts with millions and millions of dollars in them? No, they're not. But you can see, in fact, there's evidence of that. If you look in the top left corner, it'll show you the lots that are being traded, and it's very small. The purpose of Web TV is to show you that the traders and the technology know how to make money consistently for you. That's the purpose. But there is much, much more as far as trade transparency and trade features that will be rolling out as summer winds up. In fact, the birthday for CFX, for the official launch was November 8th. Remember, in fact, for those of you who went down to tour the CFX facilities, met Waskar and Edwin, and met other CFX members in November 2019. Go ahead and make a note of that. in the chat if you don't mind, so our members, our guests rather, can see that as well. So that was an action that really launched the company and really sprungboard the growth of CFX as they were able to speak with the owners, speak with some of the staff, speak with the live traders, even the key broker in Europe that CFX uses. There was representation for that brokerage at the CFX event as well. So this is something that they're going to build positively on, and you'll see a bunch of new really cool things released on the anniversary of that date. So another short video for you. So the Academy is something else that is being custom built by the same programmers that built your back office, but also teams of professional traders providing curriculum for the CFX graphics team to bring that curriculum to life. Now, the Academy, think of the Academy as an online university. This is why in the very first slide of the presentation, actually second slide, we talked about e-learning as well as Forex. Well, this is the e-learning element of CFX. So that Academy is broken down into 3 separate series. All the curriculum starts with these 3 series. The Elemental series for the most basics, Advanced series as you actually start to learn how to trade, how money is made in the Forex market, and then into the Supreme series where really you're starting to focus on the psychology of trading, Forex mastery, the difference between people that make money sometimes and people that make money almost all the time. So that's key. Now, this Academy is something that you'll always have access to. The full curriculum will not be rolled out for you until November. But what you'll be able to do when you have all of that curriculum, for those of you who really want to learn how to trade for yourself, obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, that's not me. I'm going to focus purely on fully automated trading. But I know that there are many of you that love the idea of developing skills that you can take with you anywhere you want. Skills that can make you money for a lifetime. And you'll have that opportunity by going through all the curriculum. In fact, in the Supreme series, you'll even have opportunities to have one-on-one live coaching with real trading professionals. So the way that we access the Academy is through something called a trading pack. And in fact, in front of you right now is what we call the trading pack ladder. So there's 15 different steps on this ladder, starting with the very first step at 300 USD. $300 is the very first step, and you can see next to each one of these steps, 300, 500, 1,000, 2,000, etc., is 3 lines of text. Academy Pack, Trade Pool Deposit, and Leadership Program. So we'll describe each one of these in a little more detail now. Most importantly to understand, though, you can use gains through participating in CFX to take the next step, followed by the next step, followed by the next step, all the way up this trade package ladder. So Academy Pack, this is specifically talking about the online university that we just finished discussing on the previous slide. So this online university has a cost, and the cost increases as you open up and access more and more of the curriculum. Academy Pack 90 opens up the very first section of the university. 90 meaning $90. 30% of the value of the trade package. A $300 trade package times 30% is $90. A $500 trade package times 30% is $150. A $1,000 trade package times 30% is $300, etc. And each time that you take a step forward, you're unlocking more and more of the Academy. Now, if you chose to start anywhere, and of course you can start anywhere. If you chose to start at $7,000, for example, as your very first trading package, well, not only are you unlocking the $7,000 curriculum for the Academy, but you're also unlocking $5,000, $3,000, $2,000, $1,000, $500, and $300. So wherever you choose to begin, you have all the curriculum up until that point. So the Advanced series has 5 more steps up the ladder, and then the Supreme series is the last 5 steps to the top of the ladder. And the top of the ladder is $100,000. So a $100,000 trade package. Now, it is very important for all of you to understand that it is the intention for CFX for every single one of you to reach a $100,000 trade package. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time, because it doesn't matter right now if you're on a $300 or $500 or $2,000 or $5,000. It is the goal for the company for every single one of you to reach $100,000. And there's steps in the architecture of the platform to help you reach $100,000. So that would mean you have $70,000 that's being traded for you in the global Forex market. That's what the second line of text means, trade pool deposit. So as your trade package gets higher, you'll notice it's always a 70-30 split. 30% towards the academy, 70%, the balance, is in what we call a trade pool deposit. This is being traded for you in the global Forex market. And then the last line, leadership program, you can see it's a 2-to-1 point to dollar difference. So a $100,000 trade package means 50,000 points, leadership points, towards participation in some of the bonuses that the company has available for its members. So if, for example, you finally, over whether it took you a year or 2 years or 5 years or 7 years, it doesn't matter. By the time you get to a $100,000 trade package and you're trading $70,000, if you have a 1% trading day, well, that's $700 for you for that day. If we had a 2% trading day, that would be $1,400. That's a fantastic trading day. So that's the plan for you from the platform. Now, when we get into this next section, it's important that you understand that this is completely optional. I'm going to back up, actually. I want to do one more thing. I said that I wanted to have some interaction between those of you who are members and those that are guests. For those that are members, if you don't mind, go into the chat right now and let our guests know where you started in this trade package ladder, how long ago, and where you are today. And that'll really give our guests a sense of what's possible as they see you progressing through the trade package ladder yourself. So while you're doing that, I'm just going to start teeing up the second half of this information for you. Now, everything we share from this point forward is fully optional. This is not steps that you need to participate in. There are many members in CFX that got involved for the sole reason of being a customer and making Forex profits from their smartphone. That's all they want. And so we would consider those people customers. They're using the product, and that's all they're doing. Although many of the people that are in this group are also what we call building. They're sharing the vision of CFX, the product of CFX, the possibilities with other people that matter to them. Now, you can start in one group and you can move in another group as you watch the platform working for you. In fact, we've seen that happen with many members. And I'm going to break all of this down for you right now. It's only going to take about maybe 10 or 15 minutes to break it down. But by the end of this, you'll understand exactly what benefits sharing the platform has with others. And of course, you know that that's fully optional. Okay, so Bear Capital is something that everybody gets. So everybody starts as a customer, and that is you purchase a trade package, and remember you have a trade pool deposit. So 70% of the trade package value is going to work for you in the global Forex market. And the trading gains from Monday to Friday, remember Forex is a 5-day per week market. Your Monday to Friday trading gains are called Bear Capital, B-E-A-R. Bear and bull, it's a play on the stock market terminologies. So trading gains, Bear Capital, you can earn up to 2 times the value of any trading package. So if you start at $300, you can make $600. If you start at $5,000, you can make $10,000. Now, Bull Capital, B-U-L-L, is capital that you can start to accrue as you share CFX with a minimum of one other person. And you have the option of earning up to 2 times the value in the value of any trade package that you happen to have. So for example, if you start at $300, an additional $600, meaning $1,200. If you start at a $5,000, an additional $10,000, meaning $20,000. And of course, the rank levels we'll talk about just as we wrap up. So very simply, Trade Academy Pack, I'm going to break all of this down for you. Okay, I'm going to break all of this down for you using a $1,000 trade pack as an example. Now I'm going to show you the bear bull differences and how they manifest and have an impact on your earning. So first of all, bear capital. Now remember, this is the 70% of the value of any trade package that gets working for you in the global Forex market. Now this can continue to accumulate until you earn 2 times or 200% the value of your trade package. In this case, it's $2,000. And bull capital, this comes from the remaining 30% that came from the product purchase, which is the academy. So that academy purchase, you'll notice, is broken up into 2 areas. 50% of it is a fast start or a sponsor bonus when I share this platform with another friend, and 50% is called unilevel. It's like a team bonus. So as anything and everything grows beneath me, I get to earn a piece of that activity. And this accrues to another 2 times or 200%, in this case, $2,000 on a $1,000 trade package. So that's your 30,000 foot view of CFX, exactly how the platform operates. So whether you choose to only earn bear capital or you choose to earn both bear and bull is entirely up to you. So let's break each one of these details down over the next few minutes. First of all, we'll talk about trading results. Now, how many people ask me when I first got involved in CFX, they said things like, listen, if this software is so amazing, if these guys are so sharp, why don't they just use their own money or borrow some money and trade for themselves and not have to go to all the work of building this platform? That's a great question. But you need to understand, especially when you meet Waskar and Edwin, they wanted to build this platform. Offering this for the benefit of others as well as the benefit of themselves was absolutely paramount in their mission, in their purpose. Now, that said, of course, the company is absolutely making money. You must have win-win business relationships for a company to last long term. All parties need to be successful. And CFX is certainly successful when it comes to trading. So essentially what happens at the end of every trading day, you'll see all the winning trades and all the losing trades added together. And then from that total, before those gains are dispersed to the members, CFX charges a trading fee right off the top. And that trading fee goes to the company, and then all of the gains from that point on are dispersed to members. So if it was a 1.35% trading day, everybody gets 1.35%. It doesn't matter whether you're trading a $100,000 trade package or whether you're trading a $300 trade package. The gain percentage-wise is the same for every single participant. There's a ceiling on your ability to make trading gains of 15% per week. That's it. You'll never make more than 15% in a single week. And remember, this is going towards bear capital, and every customer, every member gets to benefit from this. Now, this is the optional bull capital. So if I share CFX with just one friend, I automatically open myself up to this fast start bonus and then the subsequent unilevel bonus. Now, the fast start bonus is quite extraordinary because this company has been deliberately structured to have no monthly credit card fee. There are many very good Forex platforms in the market today, many of them, okay? Most of them charge you a monthly fee. It's a membership fee, a subscription fee, a signal fee, an access fee, whatever you want to call it. And most of those fees range between $150 and $200. Some are a little bit more than $200. I have some friends that are paying over $300 a month for their platform. And that's US dollars every single month. Now, in my humble opinion, I don't believe that credit card fees and Forex go very well together. And the reason is simple. And that is, if you do not have a lot of money to move into your brokerage account to start trading, it's going to be very hard for you even to break even on a month-by-month basis if you owe $200 at the end of every month or at the start of every month. So many people we're seeing in CFX, and especially in this COVID year where people are watching their dollars so carefully, they just don't have $4,000 or $5,000 sitting around to throw into a brokerage account. And if you only put a few $100s into account, I guarantee you're going to lose money every month. You're not going to cover a $200 participation fee if you're only trading $700 in the market. So with CFX, they remove that credit card fee, and essentially they remove all the stress for all the participants. You can get started at $300 or get started at $500 and know that you're going to be successful. That is a big shift in mindset compared to having to worry about making up those fees. Now, here's the cool thing though. And the reason I mention this, it's usually the credit card fees, those reoccurring fees, month after month after month, that feed a rewards plan. They feed a compensation plan. And that's where you start to create a residual income, is by sharing with others who share with others, and everybody's paying a fee. Well, check this out. CFX has created a method for you to earn over and over and over, but your friends and the membership do not have to pay a credit card fee. And I'm going to show you how you do that. So the very first person that I ever shared CFX with, guess how they came in? $300. That's how they came in. They're very successful in home-based business. They love building big teams, but they didn't know who CFX was, and they wanted to start small. So they started at $300, and I earned $45 as a fast start bonus. Remember, if 30% of every trade package goes towards Academy, the product, and that's broken into 50% on the fast start and 50% on the unilevel, well, 50% of the 30% is 15%. So $300 sign up, $45 fast start bonus. $1,000 sign up, $150 fast start bonus. $10,000 sign up, $1,500 fast start bonus. Very simple. But here's the cool thing. My friend started very small at $300. I made $45. But he shared with a few friends very quickly, and he found himself skipping right over $500, and he upgraded to $1,000. And when he upgraded to $1,000, that's a difference of $700. $300 to $1,000, it's a $700 difference. And every jump up the trade package ladder, well, that amount of money is split 70-30, just like your original package. So of the $700, 30% goes to the rewards plan. 30% is for a product. That moves him to $1,000 in the Academy. So he has access to 3 sections in the Academy now, rather than just one. And that's $700. 30% of it is $210. And half of that as a fast start bonus is $105. So I got another fast start bonus. Anyway, the short version of the story is this person over the next 8 months continued to move all the way up the trade package ladder to a $100,000 trade package. So in total, 15% of a $100,000 trade package is $15,000. So I've earned $15,000 from sponsoring that one person. But it doesn't stop there. That one person just renewed their $100,000 trade package a couple of days ago. And guess what I saw in my back office? Another $15,000 fast start bonus. So that's $30,000 from sponsoring one person. Now, if I was earning from them spending $200 a month in credit card fees, how much would I be making? A fraction of that. And he didn't get stuck with a credit card charge, and I ended up making much, much larger gains from sharing this with him because of the trade package ladder. So you'll notice through all of these bonuses, the trade package ladder gives you the opportunity to earn over and over again, and your new members don't have to pay that $200 charge when it matters the most and right in the very beginning when they're not making a lot of money. So the unilevel bonus, here's the other half of that product purchase, the other 50% of the 30%. So this is money that's going straight into the team bonus. You can see the first 4 levels, levels 1, 2, 3, 4 are automatically unlocked for every member, 10% right across the board, 10% 1, 10% 2, 10% 3, and 10% 4. So if someone joins on your level 1, that means that you were the sponsor. The only people on your level 1 are the people that you sponsored personally. In other words, the people that you earned a fast start bonus from, they're also on your level 1 in the unilevel. Anyone that they've shared the platform with is on your level 2. And anyone that those people have shared the platform with, well, they're on your level 3, and so on and so forth. Now, if you remember those leadership points, as you move through the ranks, you start to unlock more and more of the unilevel. Executive opens levels 5 and 6, manager opens up 7 and 8, director opens level 9, and president's club opens up level 10. So if you add all of these together, 4 levels times 10%, 2 levels times 20%, and 4 levels times 5%, that equals 100%. So every dollar that comes into this bonus, well, you know exactly where it's coming from. Half of the product sale, and you know where that money is being dispersed to. Let me show you how this works. So someone joins in your level 3 with a $1,000 trade package. That means $150 is going into the unilevel bonus. And that's a 10% level for you. You're level 3. So you're making 10% of $150. $15. Very simple. What if someone joins with a $3,000 trade package on your level 5? Well, $3,000, remember 15% of $3,000 would be $450. And they're on a 20% level. What's 20% of $450? That would be $90 you would make. So you can do the math very quickly as anyone and everyone gets started in your business. As you move into the last 2 ranks, there's another bonus that opens up to you as well. And the reason that bonus opens up is many of you are starting to see bonuses come to you past level 10 in the unilevel. And so when you reach the rank of President's Club and beyond, and we have, in fact, 2 new President's Club recipients just last week, then you're starting to unlock unlimited depth of your unilevel. So it doesn't matter how wide and how deep this grows, you're always able to capture gains regardless of how large that business gets. And that's from your global bonus. So most importantly about your unilevel, this is not a one-time bonus. All of from the tens, and then as it grows into hundreds, and then it grows into thousands of people, they're all moving up the trade package ladder, just like in the fast start. And every single time they do, it's another contribution into the unilevel. All right, so this bonus, last bonus to discuss with you, is a little bit different. Now, this forced matrix bonus has a slightly different shape than the one we just talked about. The unilevel, you can personally refer as many people as you want. If I share this with 5 friends, or 10 friends, or 20 friends or beyond, they're all going to be on my level 1. However, in the matrix, I only have room for 3 people on my level 1. 3 people, that's it. So if I've shared this with 10 friends and I have only room for 3, where do the other 7 people go? Well, they're going to go wherever there's room. So those 3 people you can see on level 2, their level 1 only has room for 3 people. That's your level 2. So in other words, your level 2 has 9 people on it. And this is going to grow in multiples of 3. 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, etc. So this is a very unique bonus because many people that join CFX join as customers. They don't share the platform with anybody. They just want to make Forex gains. And there's a very good opportunity then for them to have someone that drops down below them in their matrix because there's nowhere else for that person to go. And so you're going to see what we often refer to as spillover, and there's all sorts of earning opportunities for customers. It's one of those very unique bonuses that you can earn from even if you don't share the platform with anyone. However, if you do share the platform with people and you help them do the same, this matrix can end up being a very, very large part of your income. So how do you get paid? Well, very simply. You can see green numbers down the right-hand side. 3, 3, 3, 5, 6, 10, 30, 20, 10, 10. Add them all together, 100%. Just like in the unilevel, you know where every dollar is going when it goes into the matrix. Now, where's the money come from that feeds this bonus? Well, it's a 20% withdrawal fee, 20%. And this is the reason why everybody has the opportunity to earn from the matrix. It's because everybody is contributing to it. Customers and builders alike all pay a withdrawal fee. Now, here's what's key though. That 20% withdrawal fee is not for the company. It's for you. It's not a profit center for CFX. That money is broken into 3 bonuses for the entire field. The first bonus is the one you see in front of you. Half of the withdrawal fee, 10% of it, goes to this bonus. There's a 10% from the withdrawal fee that is a matching bonus, and 40% of the withdrawal fee goes to leadership rank bonuses we'll talk about in about 3 minutes. Okay, so very simply, as this continues to grow, every single time someone does a withdraw, it's converted to cash and you get paid. Very simple. Okay, let me give you an example. Let's say somebody on your level 7. Now you see level 7 says 2187. That means that there's room for 2,187 people on your level 7. That doesn't mean you're going to fill it right up, but that means there's room for that many people. Let's say one person out of those 2,187 does a withdrawal. They're going to do a $1,000 withdrawal. $1,000, 20% fee is $200. Half of that money, $100, is going into this bonus. you can see level 7 is a 30% payout level. 30% of $100 is $30. So they do a $1,000 withdrawal, you make $30. They do a $10,000 withdrawal, you make $300. So as your team continues to grow, A, and B, as they move through the trade package ladder, the size of those withdrawals gets larger and larger and larger, which means that your earnings from your force matrix gets larger as well. All right, last slide before we slide into the leadership rank bonuses is a 10% match. Very simple. Anyone that you personally refer, you earn a 10% match from their matrix. So for example, if you share this with 10 friends and they're all earning their matrix incomes, you're going to get a 10% match of whatever they're earning in their matrix. Lastly, but certainly not least, is the leadership program. Very simple. Hitting executive. Executive is key, because if you remember when we talked about the unilevel and you saw those 20% levels 5 and 6 unlock when you hit executive, well, that's a significant addition to your unilevel earning. So how do you do it? 500 PVP, what does that mean? That's personal volume points. Remember the 2-to-1 ratio? That means a $1,000 trade package is something you need to be using to earn. Also, 3 referrals. Share the platform with 3 friends. 25,000 maximum group volume, GV, PGV. So from those 3 people down, 25,000 volume, and a maximum of 15,000 of the 25 can come from one team. The other $10,000 in volume can come from any other teams, or 10,000 points rather. Now, how do I hit manager? Very simple. I help 2 people become executive. How do I hit director? I help 2 people become manager. How do I hit president? I help 3 people become director. That's how you move through the ladder. And here's the rewards. So in addition to unlocking further bonuses for yourself, you also have an opportunity, for example, when you hit executive, to receive an iPad Air. That's that paper thin iPad that has the collapsible keyboard, or you can take 75% of the value of this in BTC. Hit the rank of manager, his or her Datejust Rolex, stainless Rolex, $10,000 prize. Pretty impressive for a second rank prize. Now, some of you are hitting this in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. What if it took you a year? That's a $10,000 bonus. That's fantastic. Or take 75% of the value in BTC. 5-star trip anywhere in the world. You and a companion, doesn't matter where you want to go, you just let the company know, up to $15,000 in value, which we cover pretty much anywhere. Or 75% of the value in BTC. And then for President's Club, now remember, President's Club was where you were also starting to unlock that global bonus, that 1%, 1.5, and 2%. So again, now we just had 2 people hit this rank last week. I know both of them are speccing out one for sure is speccing out their cars. One of them may take 75% of the value of this in BTC. I'm sure we'll find out pretty soon. But the great thing about it is if you choose to take the vehicle, well, that bonus is paid in full. Now, as you know, in network marketing, oftentimes your businesses can rise and fall, ebbs and flows on your trajectory upwards. So even if this person's business slides back to director for a week or for a month or for a quarter, it doesn't matter. The bonus has been paid for full and it's sitting in their driveway. Ferrari, for the ambassador rank, and I know that there are members getting very, very close to this, and then the Lamborghini, which is the global ambassador. And I know, in fact, there is even a member that's getting close to this in the volume points as well. The reason I tell you that is one only. And that is, it's important for you to understand that while these bonuses are very impressive, they were also designed to be reachable. So for people to be reaching these bonuses in their first 12 months, what does it mean? It means that you absolutely, for certain, can reach them as well. Even if it takes you 24 months or 36 months or 48 months, it doesn't matter. And again, you can take 75% of the value of this in BTC if you don't want to drive something that is going to always be getting you in trouble. All right. So just to wrap up very quickly, first of all, thanks very much for being here. Now, remember, we hang out here again on Friday using exactly the same link at exactly the same time. So one thing I need you to do, if you're here as a guest, simply let the person who asked you to be at this presentation know whether being a customer right now is more appropriate for you, or if you definitely, even though you don't have all the answers yet, want to earn from bull capital as well, then you're going to let them know that you're going to want to share the platform with others. And they'll help you get started in the proper way. With that, I want to thank all of you for taking the time to be here. I certainly appreciate it, and I appreciate all the contribution that you made in the chat for all of our guests. Thanks, everyone, for your participation. Please have a fantastic week. We'll see you on Friday.